What time is it? It is Engendered o'clock. On Engendered Show, we talk about everything you want to hear. I am Bukola Ogungweje, your host.
Many thanks for joining us on another insightful episode of the Engendered Show, where we'll bring you trending issues from the social media space right here on Kaftan TV, reaching you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Confidence Ruben. We'll quickly go on a short break, and when we come back, the show will continue. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the Engendered Show on Kaftan TV. And if you're just joining us, you haven't missed much, so sit back and enjoy what we're talking about social media trends today. As Confidence rightly said before we went on a break. And joining us to be talking about social media trends today is Chukunalu Eke.
Okay. The way she strikes is, she don't want to make any mistake at all. Chukunalu, okay. Are you sure you will settle for an Igbo man? Good evening, you're welcome. Thanks for joining us once again.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we really enjoyed when you came
the last time.
And
Wow.
apparently it was right about the jam issue because it was technical.
Yeah, technical glitch, right?
Yeah, I knew it's a Nigerian problem. So, having experienced that in paper form, I know that
It's very
technically
possible.
it's possible.
It's very
And now, obviously, after about 2 weeks after, if I'm right now,
Yeah.
the whole thing is now
because
obvious.
and I think that's because for once, not for once, sometimes we always say the government doesn't do good, but we also have to hold them accountable. And I think people really held them accountable, so they had to, they had to investigate why there was such mass failure in the country. And I think Nigerians should keep on doing that. We should keep on holding these people accountable, because when we hold them accountable, they do make some things right. Have to do the needful.
And we did not, like, Nigerians did not speak up. We would have just sidelined everything.
Exactly.
And then expect students to
exactly. It would have been the
exactly.
It would have been the fault of the students, not their own fault. And apparently,
it was
thankfully,
to an extent.
Exactly. Thankfully, but they say they still haven't, set the date for the.
I thought they've done it. They've taken the exams.
I think some people are still
going
to retake.
Monday or Tuesday. Those that have failed now, right? Not everybody.
It's not everybody.
Yeah.
There are certain people that they will send link to, or when they are going to write. It's not everybody. They know those areas.
Mostly the southeastern region.
South region.
That was where the mass failure was kind of,
So they need to, for people that still have to receipt, they still need to do another date. They have to set another date. Hopefully that will be
someone was like, why don't just dash these people this marks? Why retake this exam? Psychologically the stress and all that.
They will never give you that pass.
Yeah.
So going to another trending issue in the country now is the Oyo State. Is Oyo State? Where that boy was killed.
The schoolboy was shot.
The schoolboy was killed
by a police officer.
By a stray bullet. And this issue, it seemed like, it wants to start getting downplayed. I don't think it should be downplayed because...
You mean they're not taking it serious?
Yeah, because the circumstances around it is now that the father is at fault because he drove when he wasn't supposed to. He was trying to evade the traffic agents, and that they were trying to stop him, and he didn't stop. I watched the video. He was just trying to evade them. Who knows why? So the thing is, in this instance, the Oyo State government came out and they say that, I think, they said that the man, it's an unfortunate incident, but the man was at fault because he was trying to evade them, and started chasing him, and the police or the agents that shot the gun was just trying to deflate a tire.
Okay,
and then
misfired and shot the boy.
And he missed and met the boy.
Okay.
Honestly, I have mixed feelings about these issues. What do you think about it generally?
Let me say something before you say, Chukwunalu. I don't understand. Is it that the man disobeyed traffic rule?
Yeah, yes, he was driving on one way. Yeah.
Okay, so they're trying to chase him, to stop him.
Yes,
and they had to shoot the tire. So there was no other means to stop him than to shoot the tire.
Honestly, they tried. The thing is, when I don't know if that is the video, but the video I watched, they were trying to, the cars were trying to block him from moving and from turning, but eventually, he got away, and maybe they just started chasing him, and
that is not an excuse.
Honestly, what do you think about this issue? Because it is what is trending in Nigeria, in the country right now.
Yes, in Nigeria is such a wonderful country that that when you are normal, you are actually abnormal.
Okay.
When people see you in Nigeria as a normal human being, you are actually abnormal. Check yourself. When Nigerians are clapping for you, this guy is normal. You are abnormal. But when you are abnormal,
they see you as normal.
They see you as normal.
Wow.
When you are driving on the one way, you are abnormal, right?
Yeah.
But with way things are done in Nigeria,
This is a normal.
is a normal thing. Nobody in Nigeria that is a driver, if you are counting, nobody in Nigeria that is a driver
that hasn't taken one
that
way.
has never taken one way, including our so-called big men. Now, going back to this Oyo story, Ojukwu once said something in one of his books, and because I'm involved, he said we like sewing costumes for ourselves, funny costumes. Why should Oyo State create another group to manage traffic when we have police? There is a department.
Okay, apart from the traffic wardens, there's another group that is the group. Traffic.
Yes, that is the group pursuing the man.
Okay, not a police officer.
No, not even a police officer. With their uniform. Their uniform look alike, like their taxi color.
Okay, it's here. Or your state road traffic management authority.
Yes. So I think there is in response to like Lagos last month.
Okay.
And they give them that kind of authority to arrest. And when these people, and go and check most of these people, either they are former touts from garage. I know that area very well. From Iwo Road to that place is a busy area. Then with baggy market. Now the man have no excuse by saying I'm following you one way, but even at that, he escaped. There are better ways of arresting him.
I mean, you could even snap his license, his license plate, or what do they call it?
Well, because Nigeria is abnormal. Sorry for using that word on it. We don't have such a system to apprehend someone that.
No, but
because outside the country, they wouldn't have chased him.
They don't have it.
They just snapped your.
No, but they have it now. I don't know if it's everywhere all over the country, but in Lagos, or I think in Abuja here, I don't think they chase you anymore. They just, and you meet yourself. When you want to do something, and and the thing is that, Nigeria is slowly getting interconnected in the fact that you use your NIN to do everything you do, which is linked to your BVN, which is linked to almost everything. So they can catch you in ways that you don't know.
So I would say,
beside the police officer that shot, why will you give a gun to a police officer that does not know how to target?
But
Honestly,
you already said it was not a police officer.
okay,
It
let's
was,
say it
a
is the
group
setter.
that
Okay,
controls the traffic,
Okay.
right?
That group,
Okay.
because what according to the story, according to rejoinder from your state government,
yeah.
Okay.
it says that they attach
Okay.
Police
Police
officers
officers to the
to
group.
the group
Yeah.
because of attack on
On
the officials of the Oyo
officials of
State
the-
road
of that
management.
agency.
Yes,
Okay.
say recently they've killed one of their staff, one of the officials.
Okay.
You know, it is because of the way they handle things that is making people to respond to them
Yeah, retaliate,
negatively.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Port Harcourt, if you go to Port Harcourt, it's not common in Abuja here, but if you go to Port Harcourt, I challenge anybody, you can't see road safety without DSS on the road. You will see DSS. Yes, they should go to Aba Road. Aba Road in Port Harcourt. You will see road safety officer with DSS with their gun standing beside them checking people, because people will react to them negatively.
And coming down to the fact that law agencies, law enforcement agencies generally, whether they are paramilitary or they don't carry guns or whatever, even like VIO, like generally Nigerians don't have good feels about them.
Right.
They have bad PR. Like there is no law agency in this country
That's
that
true.
they have all of them.
Unlike outside Nigeria.
All
It's their
of
approach.
them.
It's their approach of enforcing the law.
Right.
All of them have bad PR. I think they have to start working on that. First of all, you have the police that does unlawful searches.
Bribery and collection.
Then you also have other people that also do that. Maybe you see like the VIO that will be asking you for your phone. I'm sorry. Is that what you're supposed to be doing?
It's part of your requirements now as a driver.
Okay. I'm sorry. Is that what you're supposed to be doing? So Nigerians, one thing is, I would say, yes, the man is wrong. Of course, it shouldn't be taken one way.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It shouldn't be taken one way. And of this unfortunate incident, people should learn from this as well.
You should.
Because
I mean, he was in a hurry
Exactly.
to, drive the boy,
Boy
to
to
school. Now the
school.
boy didn't get to
oh
school.
my God,
It's very
this
disheartening.
It is sad news.
It's very disheartening.
Nigeria should learn from it. The people that we want to hold accountable, are we accountable
Oh,
ourselves?
safe, yeah.
You know, when you are doing the right thing, even when these people approach you, they have nothing on you. They have nothing on you. But that's the thing. We are crazy. They are crazy.
Everyone is
Crazy people are trying to rule crazy people.
And not only
It is
just
a crazy society.
It's only just Nigerians, like learning from this. The law agencies also should also
Yeah,
work on
should
themselves.
learn.
Not everything, every crime you like you want to address using violence. Not every misbehavior or crime or whatever you use like address by using violence. There are other ways to mitigate this or curb whatever crime that is being perpetrated in the
Exactly.
country.
But sometimes
Because for that officer to have fired that tire,
It was unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
Why are you even shooting where in a busy area?
what if it's misfired and also hit someone else that
Else.
had nothing to do with the vehicle, with the
obviously
moving
it's
vehicle?
fired because he said the target is on the tire. Now this is a vehicle you want to shoot. Are you targeting like this or you are targeting like this
Okay.
to the tire?
Oh my God. They have
So-
to. This is something that ears should not hear. Like, what are you shooting for? Is it a James
is it
Bond
a
movie?
thief?
I'm sorry. Is it too much James Bond movie
No, Fast
that
and
is
Furious.
causing the man to
No, the way the man
officer-
drove, if you watch the video, is James Bond.
Okay.
Hey, the man, you know that he's a perfect driver. He's
Okay.
good in defensive driving.
Yes,
Okay.
probably
Despite
he
the
had
blockage,
had to
despite
do that.
yes, despite the blockage from this angle, he was able to maneuver.
And driving that way self seems suspicious.
Yes.
I mean, these law agencies would be like, are you sure
Exactly.
this
Why
is
are you
ordinary?
trying-
Why will you
Why are
be
you
driving like?
trying
What are
to
you running
drive
away
off?
from?
Yeah.
I mean, so many things. They'll be thinking of so many
Yeah,
things
of course.
that led that officer to
But many
shoot
things
that
can make
tire.
you to drive that way too, because sometimes even when you are clean, they will always look for something.
Right.
to-
You know, they may say, okay, since we've been chasing you, we want to teach you police work. I've heard that word severally.
Police work.
I will tell you that I'm a policeman. You know,
Wow.
they and said, okay, I gave him my papers. Okay, they didn't write engine number,
And that was what they used
and
to
that
hold
was
you.
what they caught me between Agbo and Obiaroko in the bush.
Wow.
So
They-
you were so scared for your
Yeah,
life.
so apart from being scared, they say I'm going to park my motor, then I'll go to Asaba to swear affidavit, then come back
Please, by what time was that?
early in the morning around 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I was-
At least it's also in the night.
No,
Because
it's not
these
even in the
agencies
night,
can
but
be-
even,
can be
but
something
even
else
like that, in
entirely.
order to avoid, say, do you want me to do my police work or? I said,
Yeah.
okay, we spoke Nigeria language,
Okay.
and everybody
And
left.
attended. Everyone was
Honestly,
happy.
like going back to this, they need to do better training for the officers they are taking in.
Right.
Why? Because I've heard a lot of bad stories. People don't want to things like this. People don't want to be caught with them because they either collect unnecessary amount of money from you,
yeah.
or they just make you do unnecessary things. Like I've heard from like first-hand account where a police officer was telling somebody that they should give them all the money in their wallet. If not, he will tell the boss that he was with to leave, and they will kill him and throw him away in the bush.
Oh,
And
police
nobody
officer.
will hear of him.
Yes.
He said that he got a shiver to the bottom of his spine, that somebody that's supposed to
Protect you.
is telling me that they
He's
will
going to
kill
take
me.
your life.
And I know that sometimes they say it's touts that wear police uniforms. How do you stop these things from happening?
But the thing is,
I think this wearing of uniforms and you're not an officer, I think EFCC is working on that, because I
Oh,
heard that
God.
there are some people now that
Yeah, wear
like imposters,
It-
wear the
it's
uniform
just
of these agencies
this
and act
thing-
like them.
That one has been there.
Right?
Yes, because of everybody want to show power. You understand? But I think it's the system
Okay.
that allows
that
it.
allows
it.
such a thing to occur.
So what can be done? Because I mean, we can't continue like
Exactly.
this.
The
Something
The day
must be
Nigeria
done.
changes, that is when our Nigerian police or whatever system will change.
Okay.
As long as Nigeria, that's why I said, when you are doing normal thing, you are
Yeah,
abnormal.
Normal.
In
But when you
Nigeria.
are abnormal,
Normal.
you are normal
Yeah.
in Nigeria. Are you telling me that there are no good policemen or policewomen in Nigerian police force?
That's
Yeah,
true.
of
There are.
course.
They have,
Even in the military.
even
there
in the
are.
military. But because they are doing normal thing, so in the system they are abnormal.
They are abnormal.
They are not going to take them to a place that we correct.
Exactly.
And that's why some of us find it difficult to adjust when we leave Nigeria to
Yeah.
other countries, because
Yeah.
the way they do things there, it
It's different.
seems strange to
Strange.
us. We are like, how can I
How
conform
can
to
I?
this new way
How
of life?
can it be?
How can it be? How is it possible? Because of where you are coming,
Coming
from.
Nigeria is such a good country that
It is.
if things should work, the government would not be so worried about people jackpot.
Yeah, the Japa syndrome is on an alarming
Honestly,
rate on a daily
just
basis.
make things work and watch how Nigerians stay back and work in this country. It is that simple. First of all, the system is not working for
It's
them.
not working.
How
It's
do
not
they work for
favorable.
the system? And we ourselves as Nigerians, we don't help. We don't.
How?
We leave everything for government.
Yeah.
Government
No,
this,
it
government
is.
that.
How?
Okay, we don't help in the sense that Nigeria is in every system of government. You have the governed, you have the people. Like I said, sometimes we want to hold them accountable, but we are not accountable
to
ourselves.
ourselves, yeah.
You are pointing fingers. You are pointing the
Yeah,
fingers.
the four is
the
going
four,
back
the
to
other
you.
four is getting pointed at you. Imagine now you're on the road, you are driving. As a driver, you know that you should have all your papers, everything complete. And then they stop you. You don't have it, and then you start bribing them.
Okay.
Are you not enabling the
Of
system?
course, you are.
But if the system is working,
No, there is nothing like that.
no, if
You
the
do your
system is
part.
working-
Use the insights she's just
Yeah.
pointing
if the
out.
system is working,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm going back to the area in the system. If I offer you bribe when
Yeah.
I did the wrong thing,
Yeah.
Okay, you're not supposed to
arrest me.
collect.
You are not supposed
right?
to. Of course, there is that.
That means you have a role to play.
The
law
government also
enforcement
have
agency has a role to play.
But Nigerians are always about, it's always the government.
Yeah, everything.
We never take account. We never take credit for all the bad things we do. We don't ever.
The government is
It-
always to
it's
be
because
blamed.
It's always, but that is
system-
it. Do you have a government without a government?
No, you don't.
That's the thing.
We put the
why I'm
government
putting
there now.
The whole thing on
On the
government
government.
is because I gave up my right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't give up your
No, I
right.
gave up my right for him to be president.
Okay.
I gave up my right.
So does he have to think for you now? What if
Okay.
he's doing something that will hurt your children?
It-
So you cannot
I
point
don't-
out
I
him
don't
and
thi-
hold him accountable.
Are they not thinking for you?
No, they are not.
They are.
They are not thinking for you.
How?
They are not.
Those
You
people-
have the government is designed in a way that even to the constituent, even to the last person should be heard. So whatever your constituent is taking to the National Assembly is what he has heard or what he should have heard
Of course.
from his people.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back. Though it's not on there, but I want to cite the example of fuel subsidy.
Okay.
Are you telling me that the government, they are not hearing the cries of the people over this fuel subsidy?
All
removal?
I'm saying is, you know, the thing is, we're going to go back.
Yes.
All I'm saying is, the government has a role to play, and you, as the governed,
Fine.
you also have your role to play.
But
And Nigerians should stop shaking off responsibility. We are always fond of, oh, it's always the government. What are you doing? Do your own part. If you do your own part, when they stop you that you have problem with your car and you have everything complete,
You can
they have
defend
nothing
yourself.
against you.
Exactly.
And even at that instance, you know, they still ask for bribe.
that is extortion, not bribe.
Okay, they still ask for
Extortion and
something,
bribe.
but that is the thing. Now, if your
There are
so-called
different things.
system,
Extortion is different from bribing.
okay, extortion. If your so-called system is really in place, why are
Why
they
would
still
they extort
extorting
you?
people?
Yeah, it's
Of course.
because the system is not working.
Of course,
We are saying the
Yeah.
same thing.
we are saying
But if the system is working by the leaders, behaving, the way they're supposed to behave, you can't tell me that 1 naira is missing in a country and there is no system to detect it from the. So if the leaders
Yeah.
are doing what they should do, we the government, because like I said, we give up
Of-
our right
Yeah.
for them to
To
be
put
leader,
them there.
so that we will not have state of anarchy.
anarchy.
Yeah.
You understand? That is the reason we give up our right. It's not that we
But
can't
you
decide.
giving up your
All
rights
right,
doesn't mean you don't
you
have a
cannot
role
think
to play.
exactly.
You have a role to play as a citizen. The government also have their role to
If a
play
policeman
as
should
their
slap me
leader.
now, I don't have right to slap a policeman back.
Mm.
You know that?
You don't
No.
have the right to slap.
You can't slap an
An officer in a uniform
Mm.
slaps me now. I cannot. I will be saying sorry.
Why?
Yes, because he's representing the symbol of the country,
authority.
of the authority.
Honestly, this topic is so interesting, but we have to
move away from
here. So confidence, take us on the next
All
one.
right, let's take the next social media trend. This is coming from Senator Nwa Ebonyi. Now, he is moving that the federal government should demolish the village behind Abuja Airport. Demolish the village behind Abuja Airport, as he does not like, that is him, he does not like seeing it when his plane lands. Wow. Just wow, from a senator, that the federal government, that is Minister of FCT, yes, he's talking to the Minister of FCT now, yes, on Wiki, he should demolish the village that he doesn't like.
I think
it.
he was trying to move for demotion.
He's moving for demotion.
The House of Senate.
Did anyone actually second this motion?
Did you, some people, yeah, I watched the video, and
Wow.
some people, the Senate president, honestly, I had to applaud him for how
his
he
response,
handled
right? Please, fill us in.
yeah,
Okay.
I just have to applaud him for how, because he just made it like, okay, they should move people Because you don't like seeing
They should demolish. You know how demolishment is in Abuja.
They should demolish just because you don't like seeing. And it just made it sound very, 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 very stupid. And just like
makes sense.
Anyone supports this motion? Somebody has in the background said yes.
Really?
Some people said yes, and he said, who doesn't support it? The nays were like nays.
Outnumbered the yes.
The nays have
it.
Like
okay.
Senator, it was just like, so they have to demolish it. So it was the video. It was so funny to me because I don't understand.
That's inhumane.
What he wants. It's like he wants Miami in Abuja. He wants Paris in Abuja.
So what will happen to those people residing there?
But Nigeria, we've not grown to that level.
No, had it been he said, I will make provisions for these people, like, you know, give them another accommodation. I think that would have even sounded a little bit reasonable.
The truth
not
is
demolition.
No, the truth is this. One day that place will be demolished.
But before it gets demolished, they should make provisions,
but
right?
I think his approach to it is wrong.
It's very wrong.
Yeah, because of the reason he's
that
giving
he doesn't like
for it. You understand? Like, if you are descending, as you are, that means
like
even this place
he
we are
like
going to demolish it. Because if planes wants to land in Abuja, you have to go as far as towards Usuma down.
Okay.
Then make a U-turn. Then to face. So the meaning that this
he
side
doesn't want to see anything untoward. Just want to see beauty.
You want to see
beauty.
high-rise buildings.
Just him. Just for his personal view.
Honestly.
Not that okay, I want to build something here that will benefit
he
the
said
people.
Others. He said others can testify to this, and like some people were like, no, we cannot testify to this.
What's that?
Honestly.
But the airport is full of military barracks. If you check it.
Yeah,
going
so
around to Tungamaje down is.
So which village is he referring to?
No, there is a village before you get to the airport, main airport gate.
Okay.
By your right, there is a village there, and what's mostly there is somebody's village, is somebody's community.
Of course, it's somebody's
Baggy,
people
right?
are living there.
Baggy.
There are cemeteries there. I know. There is a village there, and that place is bubbling.
Honestly, do you know the thing is this just points me to the issue of how the Nigerian government demolish. They just demolish. They don't care about how those people how their well-being is. I remember, like, it happened to me personally, not as if I'm saying it happened to someone.
Yeah, I've
like
once encountered it. Yeah, back then in Jurumi.
This was even in
Jurumi.
Lagos. Like, my grandma's house, she had been living there. Like, she bought it with her money, and she was just so happy that she had her own house, and the government just came one day and they just demolished it without,
no prior notice,
concern.
right?
They have prior
notice,
notice, yes.
okay.
But the thing is that without any concern as to, most of people living there were older people.
Okay.
Prior concerns, just concern as to how those people would live their lives. Honestly, is bad. The government needs to look into that.
Put things into consideration.
Yeah. So when we come, let us go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll delve into more trending issues, the fun part, because we've been very serious.
We've been tense.
So let us go on a quick break.
our chores, it's almost time for Engendered. Are you done with the chores Mom gave you? Girls, it's time for your favorite program, Engendered. Yeah, Mommy, we're coming right away. Sophia, turn off the gas. What are your fears as a woman? And what are your doubts as a lady? You think you're alone with those thoughts? Then welcome to Engendered, where we bring you discuss, interviews, reviews, experiences, opinions, and issues relating to the female gender. This is Engendered. Let's be fast with our chores. It's almost time for Engendered. Are you done with the chores Mom gave you? Girls, it's time for your favorite program, Engendered. Yeah, Mommy, we're coming right away. Sophia, turn off the gas. What are your fears as a woman? And what are your doubts as a lady? You think you're alone with those thoughts? Then welcome to Engendered, where we bring you discuss, interviews, reviews, experiences, opinions, and issues relating to the female gender. This is Engendered.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, well, you haven't missed much because we're about to delve into the fun part of, discussing or having a banter on the social media trends. Okay, let's talk about this. If a girl seriously wants you, Eke, this is for you. If a girl seriously wants you, she will get you easily. No man can resist a woman. All right, let's go on a quick short break, and when we come back, the show will continue. Stay with us.
What's going on?
Welcome back, esteemed viewers. Let's move to the fun parts and discussing the social media trends. Now, Eke, if a girl seriously wants you, she will get you easily. No man can resist a woman. Are you in consensus with this? Or you are against it?
To certain extent, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Why I say this is because every human being has their breaking point.
Okay.
There is no man or woman that is super in anything.
Okay.
You have your breaking point down. The person that studies you and knows that this thing, it could be Chocomilo, is your breaking point.
Okay.
If a woman studies a man, that is Chocomilo is, I'm saying Chocomilo because Chocomilo is my own. That I remember when growing up, Chocomilo, you know, 10 kobo kind of a thing. So even at my age self, anytime I see, I will like, you know, maybe because he scars now or whatever.
So if a woman should entice you with Chocomilo, you will fall for her. Is that what you're saying?
I'm at the end of the day fall for her if she noticed that. If not, I'm saying it.
Chocomilo.
Yeah, some people, but that one aside,
okay, it varies.
It varies.
Okay.
But one thing I will let people know that no man marries for love. Yeah.
You say what?
As in there?
No man.
Shouldn't have said that. I mean, you need to take me back. Why?
Yes, no man marries for love. Ask any married woman. I mean, any married man. Nobody, none of them, except they are lying to you, marry because of love. They marry because of the physical appearance they are seeing.
Really?
Yes.
It fades though.
Yes.
So
that is the reason. Maybe 2 years, 3 years in the marriage.
No, it must. I cannot believe that.
No, it is.
I won't buy that.
No,
Exactly.
it is because okay. Ask any man, why did you marry your wife? They are not going to mention love.
Huh?
It's either brown eye, hairy,
Really?
you know, whatever. Just go. I put it as a challenge.
No, I am going to.
No.
I'm not going to fall for that.
won't key
I
to
am
that.
not going to. But the thing is, I do think to a certain extent that might be true because women naturally are conniving. Like I don't. Yes, you can say, "Oh, I'm a simple woman." I don't think that way. It only takes one thing or one man to switch that thing in you. I think for a woman, it's just at the back. There is just that switch is just there. You know that red switch. Do not touch until something will make it ping. Pum pum pum. But I just think you're just maybe a goal away or maybe a male away from being conniving. Although some women, you know, some women can say, oh, I don't want to go that way, I don't want to corrupt myself that way and, you know, think evil or start to plan. But I just think naturally women are conniving.
To me, I don't feel that no man can resist a woman. There are men that can resist women.
No man.
Yes, there are. I think it all boils down to self-control.
Yeah, that is why I say to a certain extent, I agree. When you now bring up your values, your spiritual leaning, what the Bible says or Quran says, we now make it now. Like personally, what I read from the Bible, it say flee. It didn't say walk. It say flee. So when I'm presented with such temptation like that, the next thing I've just is flee because I have this personal understanding that when you are in that kind of compromised situation, you neither think, you cannot think nor run.
Okay, so it's just
it's better before immediately just start running
before thinking.
Before just start. That is what the Bible says. You understand? But naturally, as a man, grown up man, see, except he's a lady that you don't like. Haven't you seen?
Then they shouldn't generalize it now.
No, okay,
but
be
generalized.
I don't know whether you've seen a situation where a man, you see the wife at home, very beautiful, goes outside to cheat,
chase other girls,
and
whoever
you will not see whoever that she's cheating is not as beautiful as the
at all. Not even
so
close.
I'm wondering why.
Right? So there must be something
missing.
Honestly, I mean, for that statement, I think you can go either way. Because yes, women are very, I want it, I get it. Sometimes, especially with men.
Whatever they want, they go for it.
Yeah, and that man, God help him.
Amen.
God, I'm telling you, in that type of instance, when you, except if the woman doesn't just want to, you know,
right?
so women can be consistent and they know, like you said,
Very persistent.
They will
Very
find
resilient.
your button. They will find it, and God help that man.
Yeah.
Except he just has that, maybe probably spiritual backing, or
value,
like he
moral
just has
values,
that control.
self-control.
Yes, it just has that control.
Yeah.
But if not, women, when they target you like that,
So should we reverse it now?
say some men.
No. Let's take it to our gender now. Can women resist men? With what you just said now.
Yes.
We can, because you just said that
we are moved.
No, you resist them by
We are
pocket.
moved differently.
You resist
We are
them by
not-
pocket.
yeah, like
you just
we are
said women are conniving now.
Yes.
It means that we are always in charge.
Yeah.
We can, you
the
know.
thing is that also I think it differs with women.
Yeah.
In the sense that women are moved differently. We are not moved by what we see.
Mm-hmm.
We are moved by what we see. Yes. If you see a fine guy, the one you can say,
Actions.
oh, he's fine. But like we are moved differently, and different women with how they move. So you have to find out what
will move
moves
that woman. Let's take us to the next one.
Yeah. So this one I am so okay. Let me not just voice my support early. He said, I asked someone how long it was him. While they start talking about marriage, and he said 3 years.
Okay.
Mind you, he's 36. What do you think about that?
Someone will say age is just a number.
Yes. Like, what do you think about from his age? About that?
Yeah,
you know,
the time frame for
Why-
dating,
why,
right?
Why will you spend 3 years for dating before deciding
that you want to marry? Yeah.
That shouldn't be a yardstick.
it
right?
should not be a yardstick, because like we are talking about women, I don't want to look as if I'm against women.
Yeah.
But a woman that will hide one or two things, we hide.
Why is the woman?
I know.
Both genders.
Yes, both genders will
Yes,
hide.
okay.
You understand? But even at that, now saying for 3 years before deciding, because what are you now BSc? I don't understand.
It's a course.
It's a course on its own.
What do you think?
Well, I don't succumb to that. I'm not in support of that.
Yeah.
I think it's you like you. Okay, we study each other. Let's have it at the back of our mind that you cannot study someone completely.
Yes.
There is no specific date or year that, okay, I will study you for 2 years, and after studying for 2 years, I know everything about you. Remember, change is constant. If I know you with this today, tomorrow you might change to something else. So I just feel the mutual understanding, we love to the next level, that is, make it official, we are good to go.
Sorry, let me advise young men or
Okay.
men like me too. Women have stages.
Okay.
When you are dating, it's different from when you are married. When you are married, it's different from when you have babies.
Okay.
The way a woman will behave when they have young babies is different from even
And-
when you are
and the,
trying to
and the
say
behavior of the men doesn't change.
no,
It's static.
okay, I will come to that later. But at least at that stage, maybe even when they are babies, say leave me, not that kind of a thing.
Okay.
And when the children they've grown,
It's
I think I
different.
studied that from my own mom.
Yeah.
I realized that her character and way of behaving when I've started working
It was different.
was
So
different
people
from when we were younger.
Yeah, exactly. It's always different. For me, I wouldn't even advise anybody to date somebody for longer than 2 years before, especially a woman. You know, we are in progressive times, and it's easy to say, oh, you can date a man for longer. You are a woman, forget men. They can be 100
And still get married.
Yes, still get married.
And give
give birth
to
At
children,
all.
like
Yeah,
have
woman,
children.
if you
Yeah.
At 100.
But we have limits to our age.
As a woman, you know that you want to have a family. Be conscious. Don't be saying love is blind, though. Be conscious of how long. Don't let any person deceive you and say, oh, let's just see how we go. No, don't be seen. I don't even advise anybody to date
See how it
longer
goes.
than 2 years.
2 years
2
is
years
even
is
too
too long.
It's too long.
It's
1
too
year,
long.
you're good to
Because apparently men, I've heard a lot of them say it. as I saw her, I knew she was the one
She was
I was
the
going to
one.
marry. So why are you keeping me till 3 years? Okay, as you saw me,
engage her, put the ring on her finger for years. You become Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Why?
Lord, in short, I think 1 year is an appropriate time. It is for me. It should not be longer than that.
1 year,
you
is
know,
round up.
I think women need to start getting into the position of talking about this issue with their partner.
Okay.
Don't deem me, it's uncomfortable, but you have to have it.
Of course.
So somebody won't delay you. You're a woman, you have body clock.
We have time wasters.
Like somebody will not 1 year, like you celebrate your 1 year, you ask the person, do you want to marry me? Should I marry you? If you are not ready, I can marry you if I like
Are
you.
we dating just for fun?
Marriage.
That's why when you're in a relationship, you need to be on the same page. Now, you don't assume things. You talk. Are we into this for fun,
You know,
or something serious?
Yeah.
Because you can be having a mindset of you being in a relationship for serious stuff, but the other person is just for
It's
fun.
not. You know, women are always, sometimes I say women are always
Ask that-
talk
No,
so
no,
that
I cannot be
it will not
scared.
cause
From
like
day
a
one.
rift in
Like
the
a breakup,
relationship
right?
or breakup.
From
but
day
you
one.
have to have it.
That's when we say,
I
oh, we
have
just
to.
started. Let's give it time.
No, I
We're
think
having the conversation
I've
straight up.
I've heard people dating for as long as 10 years and last
they haven't
didn't get
mentioned
married.
anything about
they didn't even
marriage.
get married.
10
They
years.
did not get married.
What a
10
time
years is
wasted.
enough to have 2 children, 3 children,
More than
if you
2.
will.
with PA.
Really?
Okay.
I'm like, when are you going to get married? When are you going to get
in
married? You have been
relationship,
dating
right?
for 2 years now.
Like,
when are you
seriously.
getting married? I am the police.
And some people will like, why are you prognosing? What's your business?
will
You're my friend,
You're
so
my friend.
your affairs I need to.
Aspect, I will prognose.
Right? okay, let me ask you this now. When a lady is buying you gifts, cooking for you, doing chores for you, assisting you when you need help, does she need to say anything else before you know she wants you?
Yes, so.
Land.
Yes,
She needs to say something else before you know she wants you.
yes, I know she wants me, but tell me what you want.
Oh my God, let me just say some men are dense.
Yeah, no.
Because
It's so
No.
obvious. It's so
No, because
glaring.
the reason is this. I may not
Okay.
like you.
Oh.
but you, okay, so you know.
I am waiting for her to say something.
So you know. Just this
gender.
is the problem.
No.
This gender.
I still don't fear this gender.
But in the first place,
So
why are
you know.
you giving me food?
Why are you eating
Why are
it?
you eating the food? Since you don't
Return
like
it,
hair.
say you don't want.
There is something they call IFA.
Okay. What's that?
Free.
Osho-
If I get it, I take it. You offer. It is my responsibility to
Attitude. Oh God.
accept.
Have you also heard that a wolf they punch?
The punch belle. In the runner.
You have Andrew liver sauce by your side. You have the antidote.
Antidote. Okay.
You know, for it. The date is that what I usually advise people closer to me around my circle is don't overdo.
Okay. Don't
Some of
overplay
this-
your
you
role in
overplay
people's
your
lives.
roles, yes, because in the olden days, our grandfathers, them, if they see a lady that is maybe from a family that they want you to marry from, they will
That's good
tell the father,
background.
and the lady will be coming to your house fetching water for
Yeah,
your mom.
doing
I think that
chores.
is what some of us are bringing into this generation.
Okay.
I didn't ask you out, I didn't ask for anything, and you are giving me food. You are living very close to me, and you say
Buying
I should not
things.
eat when I cannot cook.
Oh. Wow.
You understand?
Honestly,
So
I mean, I think maybe more ladies should be more maybe outspoken about it, because then it's now like it's one-sided. It's not like
it is.
But the thing is that sometimes these men know.
Then you need to get
no,
what
I
you
think
said.
no, I think is we also have a problem on this side of
Yes.
this society.
So you
that
have to dissuade the action. If
no, yes, we know women cannot ask you, I want to marry you here in this.
have you,
Oh,
have you
women
seen
cannot
women
say,
nowadays?
It's
I
nowadays
like
that
you.
no, women can say I like
to
you.
ask a man out
But say like me, if you tell me
that you want to,
I want to
everyone
marry
wants
you, I will first of all step back, reason, and I won't tell my mom or dad that she was the one that I will be say, okay, wait, let me be the one to tell
To
you.
ask
Yeah.
you.
You understand? So I think that we have that challenge, or from this side. That is why women are overdoing
So-
some
so
of
in
this.
other words-
in other words, a woman can get any man. In other words,
You just
see them, see
So,
them.
in other words, you're saying instead of the woman buying things, you know, taking care of you and expecting you to assume or read her mind, she should just, you know, tell you what she wants. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
define the relationship from day one. Define why you are doing it. Like I usually say, I don't want to say so maybe after the program I'll
Okay.
tell you one or two experience
Okay.
on that. Once you define the relationship, you will know what you can take and what you cannot
Cannot
take
take.
from
Okay.
the lady. You
Okay.
understand? So, and to ladies, I will advise you, when you overdo and the man rejects, it will hurt you
Of course.
because you've
You'll be
invested
heartbroken.
your heart,
Your resources.
I mean,
resource, everything
get
to that,
what
and
you
then you didn't get
expected.
what you want. So
Be
It's
but then-
disappointed.
yeah, it's just better to say, "Oh, I like you from the beginning."
Exactly.
and
This
that's
is
why
what I
I'm
want
leaving."
from you.
Now,
And if
but
the guy doesn't, you back off.
another lesson
Straight.
to men.
But some ladies will still
is
be
that-
pushing.
Yeah,
That's-
yes.
That's gross.
Another
You can't do
another
that.
lesson to men is that no, women don't give out to people they don't like. So when you see that, you know.
You already
so
know.
if you don't like her, you can also
You just-
dissuade the-
exactly.
what
tell
if
her.
the one I want is not in Abuja, is in Lagos, and she is closer to me here and is giving me rice and beans
Oh my
to
God.
eat?
Okay, you want to eat your cake and have it.
God have mercy on this gender.
No, it's not.
No wonder you people get into a lot of trouble.
Exactly.
Like, you're not supposed to.
It gets to
It's
it's
like-
fucking there.
I'm telling you.
cannot escape.
Okay, you see something that you should not accept, but you accept it because it's just there.
When the real
Manna
owner
from
comes,
heaven.
Yes, it's manna.
Oh wow.
When the real owner comes, you shift.
My
Ladies,
my God,
ladies,
women,
please. from the beginning of that relationship,
define
Please
it.
define it.
Yes.
tell
that
the
is
man
word.
what you leave pride, leave is a man. Just tell him this is what I want from you, and if it doesn't coincide with what you want,
There are other fishes.
please just walk away.
There are other fishes
There's
in
in the river. So many fishes.
River.
But-
See,
but
any
some
water.
fish, you don't eat every fish, mind you. You don't eat. Some fishes are poisonous,
Okay.
so be careful of the kind of fish you eat or you hook. Be very careful.
Yeah, of
You-
course.
That is another angle.
Another
It's another
angle.
topic for another day.
another day.
Food for thought. Think about it.
Yeah, of course. Of
Let's take us to the last one. Time is
Yeah,
against us.
let me just take us to the last one. I don't know. Say, okay, this person said nothing pains like seeing your friends do better in life while you are also working so hard but seeing no result. Honestly,
I think if they're your friends, they should also help you out in one way or the other, no?
right?
Than see
But
you just suffer alone. Or you can as well just walk up to them, because some people will just like waiting for you till you ask them for help. You can walk to them,
Exactly.
how is this going? Like, put me through, help me out. Than you just sitting down, folding your hands and seeing them prosper, and you are not achieving any result while
You are
you're
working
hustling.
just as hard.
I mean, they are your
If you are
friends for a reason.
If you are working hard, you are truthful to yourself. I don't see any reason why you should feel bad
That's
About-
another
about someone's success.
I think that's where comparison sets in,
Sets
right?
in,
You're comparing
because-
your success with others.
From the little things I've experienced of seeing in life is that person you are comparing yourself with might be doing something that you cannot do.
All right?
Yeah, right?
Might be going
Taking
to
some steps that you
that you
cannot
cannot
Paying
take.
prices that you
that
can't
you
pay.
can't pay.
You can't pay.
Honestly,
So it's better you remain truthful to yourself.
Okay.
eventually you see a breakthrough.
Just say you will, you know, because values differs.
That's true.
What you believe in, what you do differs from what I do and
another
what I
person-
believe.
Exactly.
This bring people, you get more people kind of a thing. How people doing it, and bring one person, you will get this commission and you will get this. I don't do it. Do you understand? And I've seen people that are the main people in that kind of a thing. Today, where are they? they will fly to this place, go to that. They are in EFCC net. So should I be proud of them?
EFCC net,
I should not, so why should I get jealous of some people? They are there today, they're on their way to Lagos, plane crashed. I've seen it. People close to me. Oh yes, the guy, show me way, show me way. Bro, on their way, got into Lagos. Poor. You can imagine the situation, because when I read the report, pilots announcing to you that we are going to crash. You know what it means. You know, so I'm going to die. Starting sending empty texts to some of us.
Oh.
So are you going to? So when you look at that situation, you just say, okay, with my level, if God, you know, this is, I'm good. It's not that your name is not soiled with all those kind of things. Just live your life. Enjoy, have fun, and like I usually say, if you don't have money for cinema, make your TV, your sitting room a cinema hall. Create that aura, the atmosphere of the lights on. Create one reddish light kind of a theme. Play movie. And you'll enjoy yourself. Just go buy Google. Go buy popcorn. Just put it and cross your leg. You know, enjoy yourself.
Normally, life is supposed to hard.
We
make it complicated.
Millennium Park is there for free.
Yeah,
you don't pay. You don't pay. Just go there, cross your leg.
Enjoy nature. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we are running out of time, and we have to, you know, leave the show now. But I leave you with this: don't be jealous. Yeah, jealousy is normal, you know, but rejoice with your friend regardless. But still work hard on yourself and work with whatever you have. Eventually, there's a like, literally, what's the difference between try and triumph? The extra oomph. So just put in the extra oomph and you will get there. Until we see you again, I am Bukola Ogunboche.
And I will leave you with this in the aspect of relationship. Whatever relationship you're having, always define it. Don't assume, to avoid stories that touches the heart. Till we come your way again, I am Confidence Ruben.